Hello, dear learners. A warm welcome to you all. Today, we are going to discuss about the diuretic drugs. Diuretic drugs, when we are going to talk about, you have learnt about the theory lectures of diuretics, which we have uploaded. So, to start with the repeatedly asked questions, I would like to request you all, before going through the theory, you are supposed to go through the repeatedly asked questions from the diuretic drugs, so that you will understand the exact kind of questions which are asked in the exam, and accordingly you can study the chapter. Let it be a MCQ type of examination, let it be a theory sort of examination, these questions are definitely going to help you out, which we are going to upload. So to start with the first question, from the repeatedly asked questions or frequently asked questions from diuretic drugs, the question is, first, define diuretics, classify them with example and give the structure of furosemide. Now this is the combined question which is generally asked for 3 or 4 marks, wherein the definition of diuretics, as we always start first with some definitions, then we go for classification, then we go for drugs. So the same way, definition of diuretic drugs, डायूरेटिक्स क्या है? सो डेफिनेशन बहुत सिंपल सा है. डायूरेटिक्स जो ड्रग्स है, दे फैसिलिटेट और इंक्रीज द रेट ऑफ यूरिन फ्लो, यूरिन आउटपुट को इंक्रीज करना, ऐसे ड्रग्स को बोला जाता है डायूरेटिक्स. सो हाउ यू आर गोइंग टू क्लासीफाई देम? So come on, put your answers in the comment box if you know about different classes of diuretics drug. Now it's the high time to like your exams are there, so you might be thorough with the classification. So can you guess some classes and their examples? Put your comments in the comment box. So the classification major, there are 3 classes which you might be knowing. Weak diuretics है, okay, moderately potent diuretics है, very potent diuretics है, उनके synonyms है. So ये जो है ये मेजर क्लासेस है diuretics के. Along with that, potassium sparing diuretics are also there, and along with examples you are supposed to quote the classification. So moderately potent जो है उसमें सारे thiazide suffix वाले आएंगे. वीक डायूरेटिक्स का फर्दर सब क्लासिफिकेशन है, जिसमें कि कैफीन है जो सैंथिन डेरिवेटिव है, कार्बोनिक अनहाइड्रेज इनिबिटर्स है जो अजोलामाइड्स है, ऑस्मोटिक्स है, नॉन इलेक्ट्रोलाइट्स है. सो ये सारे सब क्लासेस वीक डायूरेटिक्स के हैं. एंड थायाजाइड इज द कैरेक्टरिस्टिक फीचर ऑफ मॉडरेटली पोटेंट डायूरेटिक्स, एंड very potent diuretics are also called as high ceiling diuretics or loop diuretics because they act on the Henle's loop. This kind of questions can also be asked in MCQ type of examination, that moderately potent are also known as dash. Okay, very potent are also known as dash. The reason behind very potent diuretics are also known as loop diuretics is dash. Likewise, and the structure of furosemide, it is also known as furosemide. So you might be knowing about the furosemide. The characteristic feature, as the name suggests, it is furosemide. So furu is for furan, so furan heterocycle is there in the furosemide, which is the characteristic feature. Along with that, it contains anthranilic acid in it. So it is an anthranilic acid derivative, contains furan heterocycle. These are the 2 characteristic features of furosemide, which belongs to the class very potent diuretics. Okay, so these are the structural features regarding the furosemide. Next question is, name one drug each containing following heterocycle and draw the structure of the drug. Now here the question can be asked like this way in MCQ also as well as theory also. Name the drug containing furan heterocycle. Name the drug containing anthranilic acid. Okay, name the drug containing benzothiazine. So likewise the questions can be asked. So the furan heterocycle, which you all know, it is furosemide, and you are supposed to draw the structure also along with that. So this kind of question can be asked for 2 marks, whereas the separate identification of drug only from the heterocycle can be asked for 1 mark, and drawing the structure can be asked for 1 mark. Next question is question number 3. Write the general use of diuretics. Give the structure, chemical name, mechanism of action of urea as diuretics. Now here, when you are going to talk about the diuretics, there are some common therapeutic applications of diuretics, like wherein it is used in treatment of glaucoma, okay, hypertension treatment it is used in. Then it is also used in treatment of toxicosis. Why? Because it excretes the urine output, along with that it excretes the toxins out of the body. Then again it can be also used majorly in treatment of various kinds of edema, okay, जैसे कि हार्ट रिलेटेड एडिमास जो है, या फिर प्रेगनेंसी से एसोसिएटेड जो एडिमास है, ओके, all these edemas can be treated with the help of diuretics. So these are some common therapeutic applications of diuretics, or general uses you can call it as. And when you are going to talk about the urea, so urea again it is a diuretic which it belongs to the weak diuretic class. सो उसके यूजेस लिखने हैं, जैसे कि एडिमा इट इज़ कॉमन, जो कॉमन थेरेपेटिक एप्लीकेशंस है दे विल रिमेन द सेम. Then along with that it is also used as a topical agent, okay, in various creams, which is used as keratolytic agent. Keratolytic agent is, it is nothing but treatment of hyperkeratosis, like जो थिकनिंग होता है स्किन का, एबनॉर्मल थिकनिंग जो स्किन का होता है उसको ट्रीट करने में. सो ये सारा अबाउट द फ्रूसेमाइड, ये सारा अबाउट द यूरिया है, ओके. देन नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन है क्वेश्चन नंबर 4. Write the structure of. Abhi mannitol, if you will see mannitol, again it is like a carbohydrate structure, 6 carbon chain, okay, whereas the first and the 6th carbon, top and the last carbon, is CH2OH, CH2OH, and from in between whatever the 4 carbons are there, 2 hydroxy from right hand side, 2 hydroxy from left hand side, and remaining are hydrogen. So this way the simplest structure of mannitol is there, which is asked in exam for 1 mark. Then next they have asked about the IUPAC, and from that you are supposed to guess the structure. So as I told you about the furosemide, that it contains anthranilic acid and furan, which is when furan is attached with this furan heterocycle, which is a 5-membered heterocycle containing oxygen, is attached with CH2, it is nothing but furfuryl. So if you look into the IUPAC, 4-chloro N-furfuryl 5-sulfonyl anthranilic acid, जो के furosemide है. Next question is 6-chloro 3,4-dihydro 7-sulfomoyl 2H1,2,4 benzothiazine 1,1-dioxide. So it is about the thiazide diuretics, that is chlorothiazide and hydrochlorothiazide, okay. So this one is hydrochlorothiazide. Why? Because it is 3,4-dihydro. If you will look into the structure of chlorothiazide, so it is difference between the third and fourth position ka double bond, so it is 3,4-dihydro in case of hydrochlorothiazide. Next question is question number this one is question number 5. Describe high ceiling diuretics or loop diuretics, which are also known as very potent diuretics, with respect to their name and structure. Means one very potent diuretic which we all know, that is furosemide, you are supposed to explain it with the structure, okay, and also you are supposed to give the reason why the high ceiling diuretics or loop diuretics, they are also known by the name very potent diuretics. Why they are called as loop diuretics or high ceiling diuretics? Loop diuretics because they act on the loop of Henle. High ceiling diuretics because they are the highly effective amongst the all diuretics. So this is also one of the reason. The next question, if you will see, give the uses of furosemide, urea, hydrochlorothiazide. Wherein about the urea we have discussed all the common therapeutic uses, like okay, edema we have discussed, then we have discussed about the mild hypertension, glaucoma, okay, then it is also used in toxicosis. So all these are the uses of hydrochlorothiazide and furosemide also. Like along with the diuretic action, they also have mild hypertensive action, okay, edema treatment may, then again so they have saluratic effect, okay. So saluratic effect is nothing but saluratic, that it increases the excretion of salts, sal, that is sodium plus chloride ions, along with the uh, excretion of potassium, okay. So sometimes these conditions can also lead to hypokalemia. So this is nothing but the saluratic effect. So this is again one of the important application along with the common uses of diuretics. So to summarize, we have important questions like definition of diuretics, classification of diuretics, the furosemide, which is the very important drug, along with the properties, uses, structure, official preparation and all, okay. Then structure again, furosemide, urea, mannitol is also there, hydrochlorothiazide, chlorothiazide structure. These are the important structures from the diuretics, and they are asking you about the explanation of very potent diuretics, which are also known as high ceiling diuretics or loop diuretics. So these are some important questions from diuretics, wherein you should also know the mechanism of action as well, okay, which is important from the pharmacology point of view. No one is going to ask you in pharmaceutical chemistry about the mechanism. Very rarely, few exceptional drugs are there about whom the mechanism of action questions can come. So with this, we finish with few of the repeatedly asked questions, or many, like almost we have covered the entire chapter. So these FAQs or repeatedly asked questions are definitely going to help you out for the complete chapter study. Along with that, whatever it may be, the MCQ sort of examination or written examination, definitely it is going to be useful. And stay tuned with us for the further videos in this series of repeatedly asked questions. Thank you.